Hey, so today we are going to do a very quick drawing to learn how to use neurographic style art. So, the first thing that we want to do is we want to get our canvas set up because this is supposed to be really relaxing. So, I've opened my canvas, I'm holding it in landscape orientation. I've got out my favorite drawing tool, which is that inking pen. I like it because it has that great line, and I've set it to a really small line. So I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. I'm going to go ahead and start with 4, and I'm going to put its opacity all the way up to 100. I'm going to be drawing with a black line to start out with, so I have black in the bottom of my double puck. So that means I'm ready to get started. And the best thing of neurographic drawing is I'm going to go ahead and set down my pencil. This is a relaxing process. So before we get started drawing, I just want everyone to go ahead and close your eyes. Really relax. Just listen and take a deep breath in and exhale, blow that breath out. Go ahead, breathe in again and out. One more nice big cleansing breath in. Go ahead and exhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and you're going to pick up your stylus. Now I'm going to count to 3, and we are going to make some beautiful curvy lines anywhere we want on this canvas. So go ahead, start by putting your stylus in the gray area. And 1, 2, and 3. And go ahead and drag that stylus right off your paper. You have laid down your first neurographic line. And don't stress, it's perfect, whatever it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and give you just a little bit more time. You can add some more lines. Wherever you think you need to add them, just make sure that you don't have the end of your line stuck somewhere on your page. Once you feel like you are all finished adding those extra lines, and I'm feeling done right now, we're ready to go ahead and we're ready to take any stress that got stuck in this drawing and we're going to turn it into a beautiful piece of artwork. We're going to round out those sharp edges. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start looking for my sharp edges. Using my pincher fingers, I'm going to zoom in anywhere where my lines come together and they begin to form a little angle. Wherever I find that angle, I'm just going to take my stylus and I'm going to curve that angle out. You can go ahead and you can color that in, or we're working in Autodesk, so it makes it even a little bit more easy, a little bit more enjoyable. I can curve out those edges and I can come up to the top of my toolbar here. And if I just click on my fill tool, and I want to turn this tolerance all the way up so I don't get any little white lines. And I want to make sure that I'm on fill. I can also, whoop, I'm going to go back. I don't want to fill it all, but I can also, oh, good grief. I can fill in between these little openings. Oh, thank goodness for that back arrow. Don't forget to zoom in and out. Perhaps it would be better if I color this. There we go. I can go ahead and zoom out. And I'm going to keep looking for any of these little curved edges. And I'm going to use my technique of curving them out. And again, I can either use my fill tool or I can just use my stylus here. And I'm finding that they begin to sort of run into each other. So I can just kind of continue to go, making one nice curve all the way around. It's kind of nice because you don't have to pay attention really to what you're looking at. Just whenever you see one of those really tight curves, go ahead and round it out. And however you round it out is going to be perfect. So sometimes it's a little bit of rounding out. Sometimes you add a lot of that dark color in there. And I'm just going to work my way. Oop, there we go. Using that back arrow. No worries with this. Oh, these are my favorite when I get to round these little circles. So we just have a little bit of opening. I'm going to go through and I'm going to continue to round every single one of these little edges. And this is really relaxing. Hang out here with me. I love when I get to these little areas where it just leaves a little circle in there. Those circles are just, they make me happy. And that's what this is about. So again, I haven't even zoomed back out yet. I'm keeping it in really close. It's just making it a lot easier for me to control my stylus as well as find those edges. Because sometimes they're stuck really close to each other. That one needs a little more room. There we go. It's really pretty already. They almost remind me of paint. And again, I'm making sure I'm not zooming back out all the way. Just enough until I find my next edge. Because it's a lot easier to curve out these corners when you're in a little bit closer so it doesn't get really messy. I'm just looking around, like taking a drive around my own piece of artwork here. Zoom in a little bit more, smooth out that little curve. Go ahead and give this a nice little curve. And whatever happens is what should happen. So I'm going to go with it. I'm just worried about making curves. Whatever it takes to make a curve is what it takes to make a curve, whether it's a lot of black or a little bit of black. That's what the drawing needs and the drawing tells me. So it's not a lot of thought process going on here. Just a lot of relaxing drawing going on. Well, here are some fun places that I like to find too when I'm doing these. See how it kind of gets a little bit bigger here. Pull this little edge in. I can smooth this little edge out. I like doing that. Like smoothing them out, making them look beautiful and perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and find all these edges. And you can work on finding your edges with me. Work my way around. Ooh, am I out of edges already? Ooh, back arrow. There we go. All right, I see lots of curves. Oh, I found an area with some edges. All right, let me zoom her back in. Some of those beautiful little edges that I need to curve out here. And you can see, you can start to go pretty fast. I'm feeling pretty good about what I'm doing now, pretty confident. Just kind of going with my drawing, letting it flow. Like I said, sometimes it needs a little bit more black in that area, sometimes a little bit less. Your drawing will let you know, don't worry. They tend to speak to you. They tend not to be very quiet. They like to have their say in how everything is going. Let's see. These look pretty rounded out. I'm going to round this guy a little bit more. You wanted a little bit more in there. There we go. As I work my way around. Oh, I got a couple more. So finding those edges, I'm getting really in there. I'm just worried about those little edges. Really, it's so simple. This I can do. Now ask me to draw maybe some hyper-realism. Not feeling so confident, but this I can do. I can find a little curved edge. And I can round it out. And round it out. And maybe round this one out a lot. Maybe round this one out a little. Whatever I decide. And as I move around here, not seeing any more edges. I'm really liking that little dot. So maybe you need some more dots. Maybe you need a bigger dot. Go ahead and give it some dots. So that's the cool thing about neurographic. It's whatever you want it to be. Wherever it speaks to you. Now I'm going to go back down in my size. Give these some little dot friends. They almost remind me of stars. Ooh. There we go. Maybe these follow down around in here. Give that guy a little one. Nope, too close to the edge. I like the dots to stand on their own. There we go. He deserves to be his own dot. Give this a bigger friend there. There we go. All right. So now this beautiful piece of neurographic art. I don't even know where this came from, but whatever it is, I really, really like it. So the next step is we're just going to add some color. This is like a 10-minute process. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click on my fill bucket. I'm going to choose a linear fill. And the nice thing about linear fill is that it's going to go all in grayscale. So it's going to keep it really calm, really relaxing. And I'm just going to go through kind of crazy. I'm going to tap in between each of these sections. And I'm just letting it randomly fill in whatever way it wants to. And it's creating this great undulation that's moving around. I don't know what was more satisfying, the fill or the drawing. I want to make sure that I don't leave out any spaces. Because again, every single space is needed. Every little piece is as important as the one before. And so Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed it. 10 minutes or less neurographic drawing.